About 11:30, and we're on our way to the Ming tombs. We came up from down at the North Railway Station. The first part of the track, I had trouble getting the GPS to record. The station we came to is Changping North, and then it's a short walk to the 314 bus, and we'll take this all the way to the last stop. Looks like there's a museum in town too, right here. Should check that out. We'll take the 314 bus all the way to the last stop, Changling, and explore Changling first, and then work our way backwards. There are 13 tombs here. 13 of the 16 Ming emperors are buried in this area. It's about 15 square miles, I think, or kilometers. So you can hire a taxi to get around, but it's easy to bus hop. And the only ones that are really worth visiting are Changling. Do that one first, and then go over to Dingling, which has the museum, and Zhouling. There's a small cafe at Dingling and a restaurant recommended in Lonely Planet, Nong Jai Fang Kwai Khan. That's all in the Zhouling village. They recommend using bus 67 to get around. This is the North New Village by Xiquan. This is the Seven Arch Bridge. It's all by a reservoir here. I forget the name of it. Bus 67 again. This is the Spirit Way, which leads in. It's 4 kilometers, and we should hop on it pretty soon, or maybe bypass it on the highway. I'm not sure. We'll probably walk south this way, so it's good to know where the bus stops are for us now. I'll drop some bus mark stuff here. We can find our way back. The Spirit Way. This is the bus that comes to the tourist bus. Last one leaves for Beijing if you're going to take the bus home at 6 p.m. We didn't buy return tickets, so I don't think we should have a problem getting back home. Our original intention today was to go to Badaling, but they were sold out by 9 a.m. of tickets. And we missed the 9:02 train, so they were sold out till the afternoon. Let's see, so you pass through the Great Palace Gate if you walk this, which looks like we're going to drive through it. Good. So we'll pass through the Spirit Way start here, and Great Palace Gate, Stele Pavilion, the stone statues, then the Lingxing Gate. And then I guess we'll be going over the Seven Arch Bridge. This is still the Beijing municipality, barely, so you can use your Metro card to tap in on the bus, which is quite convenient. The mountains that are surrounding us here are the Tianshu Mountains. It's the Shai Sanling Reservoir. Shisanling. Shisanling. Yeah. And also Dragon Hill we should have passed. I don't know if we can see it out there. It's too air quality's not great today. We were gonna go on a 10-kilometer hike today to Mutanyu from Jingku to Mutanyu in Great Wall. But we had to commit to it yesterday for 340 yuan, and I didn't think it was going to be a great air quality day, so I refused to pay up front and not know whether it would be good air quality. So now this is the Spirit Way. That was the great... It was under reconstruction, it looked like, but that was the Great Palace Gate at the start of it. And you can walk through the tree-lined areas there to come out at the end of the day. Welcome to the Ming Tomb Scenic Area. There's some shops over there.
In this area, they have a lot of fruit plantation, like apple trees.
Yeah, I saw it look like orchards.
Yeah, like peach plantation, plums, things like that.
What does Jin mean?
Jin?
Yeah.
G-E-N?
Yeah.
Let's see.
For Jin Shanling?
Jin, it means golden.
Ah, right, like the Jin dynasty. The restaurant they recommend, it's at the car park in Dingling. And they do lots of classic Beijing dishes here. Sweet spicy shredded pork is Yuxiang Rusi. Chicken, spicy chicken with peanuts is Gong Bao Jiding. Kung Pao chicken, oh yeah. And then Hui Gu Ru, spicy cured pork. Huai Go Ro. Jia Jiang Mian. Beijing style pork noodle.
Yeah.
And then last is Shi Hong Shi Jidan Mian. Egg tomato noodle. And there's also a cafe. And then my DK guide had a nice spread here on Changping. There's the Spirit Way, what it should look like. The Spirit Way.
Spirit Way.
4 mile, 7 kilometer approach to the tomb. The Spirit Way is lined with 36 stone statues of officials, soldiers, animals, and mythical beasts. We just passed another stop. Let me record that. Yeah, see, they already got the bus stops here. So obviously that's 314 as well. So what I think when we do come, if we're not too tired when we come back, we can take the bus to here and then walk through the Spirit Way at the end of the day. If we're not too tired. It is, I'll tell you exactly. It's about 2 miles. Yeah. Let's see, resting place, 13 of the 16 Ming emperors, the Ming tombs, Xishanling, are China's finest example of imperial architecture. The site's originally selected because of its auspicious feng shui alignment. A ridge of mountains to the north cradles the tombs on 3 sides, opening to the south and protecting the dead from evil spirits carried on the north wind. The resting place of the Yongle Emperor, 1360 to 1424, the first of the Ming. He's the one who moved the empire from Nanjing, Yongle, moved the capital from Nanjing to Beijing, right? 1420? Yeah, it's when Beijing became the capital of the Ming Dynasty, 1420, right?
I'm not sure.
I think so. Changping is the most impressive tomb and first to be built. It has been beautifully restored, although the burial chamber where Yongle's wife and 16 concubines are thought to be buried has never been excavated. So that's what it'll look like when we get in there. Here's a better view of the Spirit Way, a little clear. Statue of Yongle Emperor, 3rd Ming Emperor, moved the capital from Nanjing to Beijing, yeah, where he then oversaw the construction of the Forbidden City. Then we can go down into the Dingling, has the tombs, you can actually go down into Dingling. These are cedar wood columns. I think they're original. "45 miles northwest of Beijing, bus 845 from Shijimen. Blah blah blah, taxi. Yeah, you don't need to take a taxi. See, we took bus 314, yeah. See, this shows you how they're all spread out here. But these are the 3 you want to visit. "13 tombs spread out over 15 square miles or 40 square kilometers. You don't need to get a taxi, you can bus hop." We're up here, number 1. Badaling's over here. If we have time, I'd like to take a trip to Badaling by bus, but we probably won't have time, which is fine. I did Simatai last weekend. We were gonna go to Mutianyu, but not clear enough air. So here, Marco Polo Bridge is down here, number 4. Hey, this is Marco Polo Bridge down here. Yeah, it's by some temples. We can do that tomorrow if you want. Be easy day. So let's see what they say here about the Qing dynasty's rule. This is Yongzheng in robes embroidered with symbols of his power. The yellow dragon robe of the emperor. Let's see, Emperor Yongzheng, the son of Kangxi Emperor, and a maidservant, Yongzheng, chose not to be buried at the Eastern Qing tomb. This is the Qing dynasty, so this is unrelated. It's all about the Qing stuff here. The Qing tombs are another place you can visit. Number 3, they're way out in Zhenhua province, Zhenhua county of Hebei province. Out here. Kind of out towards Simatai. How did they tell you to get out there, huh? Nah, they don't even give you a recommendation on how to get out there. Ming tombs. UNESCO protected. Ling, Beijing's answer to Luxor's Valley of the Kings. That's in Egypt. I've been there. Half-day trip. Tishan Mountain is the big mountain. I recommend taking the train here if you're coming from the north area. I'm staying in Dongcheng North, so much easier. They have audio guides and they're charging admission to each one, 45. I don't know if there's a through ticket you can get. Probably not, I guess. So you're looking at 100 yen for both. Then we've got Qingling, wife, 16 concubines, largest, most impressive, standard imperial layout, main gate, Lin and Man, series of courtyards to the main hall, Ling and Dian. Beyond this gate, leading to the Seoul Tower, the Ming Lu. Lu is tower. This is the symbol for tower. Lu?
No.
No, Lu means tower.
House, tower,
Tower building. Behind which rises the burial mound surrounded by a fortified wall. This is Bo. How do I say this? Bao?
This one?
B-A-O? Bao?
Bao.
Bao?
Bao Chong.
Bao Chong? Bao Chong. Seated upon a three-tiered marble terrace. Standout structure complex is the Hall of Eminent Favors, Lingendian, containing a recent statue of Yangol, various artifacts executed from Dingling, and a breathtaking interior with vast non-mu cedar wood. Is mu wood? M-U? Mu?
Which one?
Mu?
Mu.
Yeah. This means southwood, right? Not mu? Wood from the south?
Maybe.
Yeah. Columns. As with all three tombs here, you can climb the Seoul Tower at the back of the complex for views of the surrounding hills. So you should be getting close now, huh? This is Dingling. Dingling.
The local restaurant here offers special dishes. There's all kind of fish dishes.
Fish dish?
Here we have Shishan, which is restaurant. There's a lot of fish in there.
So this is a stop we come back to. That's why I thought it made more sense to go all the way to the end on one bus ride, you know? Then we only have to pay for the bus twice. Changping, last stop. The border with Hebei province is here. That's what I hiked the other day. We didn't really go all the way to Simatai though. It was about 3 miles that hike. Including the way to get down, it's about 6 kilometers, a little over 3 miles, because you have to hike in and out, up and downhill from the wall to the entrances. Here's Bottling. Not sure where the ceiling tomb is in the small palace gate. The map didn't quite match up with Lonely Planets here. So. See, that's bus 872. That's the tourist bus we could have caught from Xianmen. That would have taken us here. Yeah. It says in the Lonely Planet guide that it's like 100 something, 140, and it includes lunch. But it's like you were saying, you know, you have to be very careful because they'll say they take you to Bottling, but they take you to a jewelry shop. I don't know if that's the one that does it. Bus 872, 9 yen, 1 hour, but it leaves at 7:10 in the morning. Oh, I guess it runs periodically from 7:10 in the morning, so we could have done that too. It's only 9 yen, and it's north side of Dishangmen Gateway, so it would have been close to where we were. We could have walked to Dishangmen. Dishangmen is the arrow gate that's being restored right now, kind of by the drum tower. We could go back that way if you want, just to take a different way. But here, I'll show you where it is. Because I tried to visit Dishangmen the first day I was here. That's Dishangmen there. And there's a lot of buses that leave in front of it. It's got an ancient coin museum. It's being restored now at Dishangmen. So we'll get here just about noon. It took the morning about 3 hours to get here, which is about what the private bus that I did took when I went to it's over here. It said over this way. Here, I gotta swap you though, my umbrella. And I gotta zip this up. Hang on. Alright. Andiamo. You wanna learn Italian?
Andiamo, what does it mean?
Andiamo means we go in Italian.
Oh,
There's- Yeah, you say like if you have a group of people and you're about to leave somewhere, you say andiamo. Andiamo. It actually is pretty clear looking towards the mountains, huh?
Yeah.
Can't see. There's some of one. A little bit of a peak up there. Can barely see it above the tree line. God, it is hot. I wish I could travel with my huge golf umbrella. It's huge, but it's bigger than a suitcase. but it's awesome. It stands up like 30-mile-an-hour winds too.
We need to get a ticket.
Yeah, of course.
But we don't have a ticket.
Yeah, we gotta buy one, right? Where's the office?
That is the reason.
Over there. There it is. There it is. Yeah. Andiamo. You want to do the audio guide?
Me?
Yeah.
In the video?
Ask them if they have an audio guide that has 2 earphones so we can put the 2 earphones in. So we could share one. You have your earphones with you? They have a visitor center. Beijing tourist information. They're always geared towards Chinese tourists though whenever I go in there. They do actually speak a little English though. They can point you in the right direction, that's about it. So we'll get the through ticket, huh? I don't know. Yeah, see? For 135 we get into all 3.
Okay.
其实点加起来也就个110度。
两个长林的，2个长林。
Can we buy it here?
你好，
I don't know. Wait in that line in case.
我有一个蚕，您帮我发一张票啊。35层八老，35层八老，43人。然后呢？这里呢？
昭陵跟那个神路值得去吗？好像挺远的。
在那边呢。
设备挺大的
138.5
Yeah,
tickets.
do 2. And then the audio guide. Ask
Audio
if-
guide.
if-
OK，哎，2张，然后联票，然后再要一个那个听的那个，有吗？没有啊。
We don't have audio guide.
No audio guide? Okay.
有吗？
对，哎，那个残疾证的是用票还是拿证啊？啊，
我以前来都这么。
This is the Metro card. I usually put 100 on it at a time. It's $2 a ride on the Metro here. It doesn't matter whether you go the whole line or one stop. It's just too flat, unlike Shanghai, which charges by the distance. It actually works out cheaper than being in Shanghai, usually.
啊，
还可以吃饭。
We can't go until 11 or what?
OK。
We have a
来
dinner
2个长林。
lunch ticket.
Oh, it includes lunch?
11 to 14.
To 2 p.m.?
Yeah, I'm not sure if we can
Hang on.
get in.
So what do we have here? These are our tickets?
Yeah, this is the ticket.
Okay. So this gets us into the Spirit Way, the tomb at Dingling, here, and then I don't know what that is.
昭陵.
That's the other one, Jialing. Okay. And they give us a postcard on the back. It's like the water towns do.
This is the map.
Okay. So, where is it that we have a coupon to eat?
You can go to Dingling or Changping canteen.
Okay.
Maybe
around here.
I suggest we eat here so that we get it out of the way.
Okay.
But the restaurant that they recommend in the guidebook is at Ding Ling. So I don't know how much is the whole meal's covered, included?
Yeah, the whole meal.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it's very nice meal, but
All right, we'll see then. We'll check it out here, yeah.
in the beginning.
We'll just go, yeah.
Oh, maybe
This is it here, yeah. Yeah. Ming Ling restaurant. Ming Changling.
Chang?
Ming Chang.
Yeah, Chang.
I have to teach me the tones for Ming Ling.
Ming?
Do with your finger though. Ming is
Ming.
flat or up?
Ming, Chang, Ling,
Ming Chang
Ling.
Ling down. Ming Chang Ling. Yeah?
Ling, Chang, Ling.
So if I'm doing
What is the second tone?
if I'm doing a descending tone, it's like I put the emphasis on the first part of the word. Is that right? And then
You figure it out.
yeah.
Yeah.
Some ruins under here. Looks like dragon and cloud pattern.
I think this is the old one.
身份证带了吗你？
我带了。
啊，用你的身份证解锁用。
What do they need?
ID card. You don't need it.
Okay.
出示身份证。啊，下景景点还刷在这儿啊。
You want to hold the tickets? I'll hold them. All right. I can't fold it because she put it into that machine. It'll break. You want to put them? Yeah, because they stick out of my pocket if I don't fold it. Let's go over here. Can I show your filter? We bought new filter masks. They're easier to breathe through than the other one I have. I'll show you how dirty my other mask was. Check out how dirty this mask got from just 2 weeks of breathing in the fine air. Look at that, disgusting. You can clearly see it's pure white, the part that touches my face, you know, where I'm not breathing in, and the part that captures the particulate matter that's, you know, not resting against your skin. Look at how dirty it is from 2 weeks. And I wear it maybe half the time I'm outside. Okay, you'll translate the Russian. Translate the Russian.
Why do you have Russians here?
Yeah, I don't know.
So weird.
Because you're close to Russia. You share a border with Russia. A lot of Russian tourists.
Changping is located in the front of the Tanshan, which is the...
No, you don't have to do. They have English over there. So we're here. And these are all the other ones that are unexcavated. There's Tianshu Mountain. Tian is heaven. Where'd she go? Tian is heaven. I'm not what Shu is. Then we'll go over to the Ding tomb and the Zhou tomb. And the bus kind of skirted all this on the outside of the Spirit Way. So that's Long Mountain there. Divine Merit Stele, Sacred Way, Hu Mountain, Ming Tombs Reservoir. Yeah. There's the Sea Tomb there. And the Great Red Gate. So typical layout is a linear axis with a gate, a small temple, and then a bigger temple in back, and then usually some kind of prayer temple at the rear is the way they're mostly set up for Buddhist tombs and temples. Hey, they don't have English. Oh, they do. Okay. Gate of the Tomb, Stele Pavilion, Tourist Center, Gate of Eminent Favor. The Sacred Silk Burner, that's where they burn offerings of silk. Same thing at Tiantan in the south of Beijing. Tiantan is the place where the emperor would make sacrifices to the gods for good harvests and so forth. The Lingxing Gate, 5 offerings, Fangsheng, and Soul Tower. You can climb up the Soul Tower, it's open, usually. Baocheng Wall and Baoding. Changling is the burial mausoleum of Chengju, Zhu Di, 3rd emperor of the Ming Dynasty and Empress Xu Shi. The construction of the main structure of the mausoleum, the underground palace, began 1409 and was completed in 1427. It occupies an area of about 120,000 square meters. The mausoleum is composed of the underground structure and surface palace. The Changling is biggest in scope among the mausoleums at Tianshu Mountain. What does Shu mean? Heaven?
Heaven. Shou is longevity.
Longevity. The mausoleum buildings have been repaired many times after the Ming Dynasty, and the principal ones have been preserved. The Hall of the Eminent Favor and the Gate of Eminent Favor, built of Nanmu. What's south what?
It is kind of tree wood.
Ah, that's right, cedar. Cedar wood. Yeah, that's what we saw in the guidebook, cedar wood. That's the columns of cedar wood. The only hall and gate of such structures still remaining among the Ming mausoleums look magnificent. Built with materials of excellent quality, they deserve to be treasures of ancient Chinese architecture. Okay. Here we go. You want to go into the building over here first? I don't know if we can get in. The Stele Chamber. They're supposed to be the largest stele in China at the top of the Spirit Way. Have you heard about that? It's on the top. It's on the top of a bishi. You know what a bishi is? Bishan. Bishan. It's like the tortoise that has a dragon head. They have the columns at the base. They all have them. These don't have them. But the Confucian Temple in... You've been to Confucian Temple in Beijing? All the bottom of the columns have it. You have your phone, you can scan. What do they have, Wi-Fi here?
Yeah.
Really?
You need to text it.
I threw away my SIM card so I can't get Wi-Fi anymore.
You threw it away?
Yeah, China Mobile was charging me for all the months that I was in Europe, you know, because I signed up for a plan.
You should get a new SIM card.
I know, I'm just lazy. I like being out of touch, actually. It's fun. Stele Pavilion, the double eave wooden pavilion with hipped gable roof, was built in 1542. The stele inside with a coiling dragon on top, carried by a legendary animal with a dragon head and tortoise body, and scales and shell. That's the bishi. Stele had no epitaph in the Ming Dynasty, but was engraved with imperial edicts of protecting the Ming tombs and poems of 3 Qing emperors. Huh. Woo! Watch your step. It's big steps. This is a good one. Usually the bishi are not as cool looking.
Look at that. They even have the another character.
You know what?
It is Xinjiang or Arabic or
I think that's the Mongol language.
Mongol.
Manchu, maybe? Or yeah, because the Ming supplanted the Yuan dynasty, which was the Mongol reign. And I think in the Mongol reign, they were using both Han dialect and whatever the Mongol language was. But the Mongols actually instituted their own language, from what I've read.
You mean in the Mongolia? Mongol.
Yeah,
Mongol.
yeah, Kublai Khan, Genghis Khan, Dadu. Just north of Beijing, they built Dadu as the capital. And then the Ming came and kicked them out. And, well, they were gone, really. But the Yuan came in and kicked the Song out, I think, right? It was, but up here, but it was a southern song at the time. So up here it was the Liao, Jin. The Jin were here and the Liao. And then the southern song came back. Or they were in Hangzhou, southern song. Hangzhou, and then capital Nanjing, and then it became Yuan reign. Dadu is Mongol reign. Yuan, Dadu, and then Ming in 1344. So I think this language is the language of maybe. You could see it's like you were saying, Cyrillic Arabic script there. I think it's their language. It's in my guidebook. It mentions it, whatever it is.
They write down their wishes and.
Yeah, but where were the Ming from? Because the Ming were ethnically Han again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put some money on there. Or take some. Want to take some? It's only ones anyway. What kind of tree is this? Pine?
This one? Yeah.
Yeah. Time for a peach. Yellow tiles usually tells you that you're looking at something imperial, because only the emperor can wear imperial yellow. Have you ever seen The Last Emperor with Peter O'Toole? It's a classic movie about Puyi.
Yeah, the last empire.
You've seen? Yeah. You remember the scene where he's fighting with his brother and the eunuchs are all like sleeping as he's doing calligraphy, and then they start chasing each other. He gets mad at his brother for wearing imperial yellow. April 6, 1954, Chairman Mao with Chen Qian and Chen Xingling and Wang Jifan were having a rest at the right side of the Lingen Gate after they had visited Qingling tomb. Nap time. It's nap time. See, he's got his tea. Chairman Mao's having tea. And this is his bong. He's having a smoke of weed. It's a bong.
No.
Yeah, it's his walking stick probably, right? It could be a bong though, look. It comes down into this thing. That's the pot where it's a big bong. I heard he was a big pothead, Mao. No, I'm teasing. You can't say anything about Mao, right? It's like
I don't know much about
if you
in a private way. I know what he have done to Chinese
revolution, and then
If you're like a stand-up comic and you make a joke like that, the censors probably wouldn't let you do it, right?
I don't care actually.
Because you get arrested if you say anything bad about them, but even if it's a joke. Lingen Gate, Blessing and Grace Gate, meaning of offering sacrifices to imperial tombs and receiving blessings from heaven. Single eave gate with hip gable roof is 31 meters, 31.44 meters width, and 14.37 meters depth. It's more, I like it better when they tell you like how many bays wide it is, because that makes like much more sense. Like 3 bays. How many bays wide? Figure it out when we're inside. Standing on a base with Buddha.
What it's really telling me. I know.
Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense sometimes when they do that. Because you can't really relate to the size, but if you say how many bays, like the Pai Lu, like Wu Pai Lu, San Pai Lu, you know? 3 gates, 5 gates, you know? Standing on a base with Buddha carving and surrounded by white marble railings, gorgeously decorated and looks solemn and majestic with doors and pillars, painted red lacquer, and architraves, beams, and colorful paintings. What is this? Bay leaf?
桂花. 桂花.
Lime tree? No.
No, it is kind of.
It's got little flowers. Tiny little buds that are not open yet. Let's see. Dragon over mountain and cloud. Double dragons, one ascending, one descending. Yeah, one's ascending and one's descending through the clouds over the mountain. Ancient costume photography. You can get dressed up in the yellow garb and all that. Take your picture. Be the Yellow Emperor, Huang Di. So this is a typical color scheme all throughout the gates. It doesn't vary much. If you look at the gates, like even Tiananmen Square, Tiananmen Gate is like this. Gate of Heavenly Peace. Same style. These are dugongs, corbelled brackets. They're the way that you transfer the load from the post and lintel and overhang. Distribute the weight, a series of brackets fitting into each other. Wow, it's a big hall. So this is like 1, 2, 3 bays wide, it looks like, this hall. I think we're like 3 bay wide hall here, and that one looks like it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 9 bays wide, maybe? 9 bay? Looks like 9 bays. These are the silk ovens for burning silk sacrifices. The discovery of silk and the franchise that China had on the silk route started with the princess and ended with the princess. Allegedly, they say, the legend is that a princess was in her garden when a silk cocoon dropped into her teacup, and the heat of the tea, I guess, made it unravel the string, so they discovered silk. And then when they married off one of the princesses or queens, her gift to her new husband, who was like an alliance outside China, was she smuggled silkworms. Can I have a bite of your peach? Is it good? It looks like it's not ripe.
It's very good.
Good. Take my mask off too. Thank you. Yeah, it's not ripe yet. Sacred silk burner. There's a burner on each front side of the Lingen Hall. They were used to burn elegiac, address, and inscriptions and sacred silk materials. Someone has to explain that it's Chinglish. You can't just hyphenate a word wherever you feel like it. It has to be a syllable. They were used to burn elegiac address inscriptions and sacred silk materials after sacrificial rites in the Ming Dynasty. The single-eaved burner is composed by glazed components and stands on a base with Buddha carvings. The burner chamber is decorated with beautiful patterns. Liuli means glazed. Like, what's the street down off Dashalan where they sell all the antiques, quote antiques? Liuli Chang. There's also the Liuli Glass Museum in Shanghai. I'm making video too. I'm making video of your video sign. Ting ting! I'll start a new video, I guess, for the main hall. This is the Seven Arch Bridge. It's all by a reservoir here. I forget the name of it. 67 again. This is the Spirit Way, which leads in. It's 4 kilometers and we should hop on it pretty soon. Or maybe bypass it on the highway, I'm not sure. We'll probably walk south this way. So it's good to know where the bus stops are for us now. I'll drop some bus mark stuff here. So we can find our way back. The Spirit Way. This is the bus that comes to the tourist bus. Last one leaves for Beijing if you're going to take the bus home at 6 p.m. We didn't buy return tickets, so I don't think we should have a problem getting back home. Our original intention today was to go to Badaling, but they were sold out by 9 a.m. of tickets. And we missed the 9:02 train, so they were sold out till the afternoon. Let's see, so you pass through the Great Palace Gate if you walk this, which looks like we're going to drive through it. Good. So we'll pass through the Spirit Way, start here, and Great Palace Gate, Stele Pavilion, the stone statues, then the Lingxing Gate, and then I guess we'll be going over the Seven Arch Bridge. About 11:30 and we're on our way to the Ming tombs. We came up from down at the North Railway Station. The first part of the track I had trouble getting the GPS to record. The station we came to is Changping North, and then it's a short walk to the 314 bus, and we'll take this all the way to the last stop. Looks like there's a museum in town too, right here. Should check that out. We'll take the 314 bus all the way to the last stop, Changling, and explore Changling first, and then work our way backwards. There are 13 tombs here. 13 of the 16 Ming emperors are buried in this area. It's about 15 square miles, I think, or kilometers. So you can hire a taxi to get around, but it's easy to bus hop. And the only ones that are really worth visiting are Changping. Do that one first, and then go over to Dingling, which has the museum, and Zhouling. There's a small cafe at Dingling and a restaurant recommended in Lonely Planet, Nong Jai Fang Kwai Khan. That's all in the Zhouling village. They recommend using bus 67 to get around. This is the North New Village by Xiquan. The restaurant they recommend, it's at the car park in Dingling. And they do lots of classic Beijing dishes here. Sweet spicy shredded pork is Yuxiang Rusi. Chicken, spicy chicken with peanuts is Gong Bao Jiding. Kung Pao chicken, oh yeah. And then Hui Gu Ru, spicy cured pork. Huai Go Ro. Jia Jiang Mian. Beijing style pork noodle.
Yeah.
And then last is Shi Hong Shi Ji Dan Mian. Egg tomato noodle. And there's also a cafe. And then my DK guide had a nice spread here on Changping. There's the Spirit Way, what it should look like. The Spirit Way. 4-mile, 7-kilometer approach to the tomb. The Spirit Way is lined with 36 stone statues of officials, soldiers, animals, and mythical beasts. We just passed another stop. Let me record that. Yeah, see, they already got the bus stops here. So obviously that's 314 as well. This is still the Beijing municipality, barely, so you can use your Metro card to tap in on the bus, which is quite convenient. The mountains that are surrounding us here are the Tianshu Mountains. It's the Shai Sanling Reservoir. Shisanling. Shisanling. Yeah. And also Dragon Hill we should have passed. I don't know if we can see it out there. Air quality's not great today. We were gonna go on a 10-kilometer hike today to Mutanyu, from Jingku to Mutanyu in Great Wall, but we had to commit to it yesterday for 340 yuan, and I didn't think it was going to be a great air quality day, so I refused to pay up front and not know whether it would be good air quality. So now this is the Spirit Way. That was the great... It was under reconstruction, it looked like, but that was the Great Palace Gate at the start of it. And you can walk through the tree-lined areas there to come out at the end of the day. Welcome to the Ming Tomb Scenic Area. There's some shops over there.
Do you know in this area they have a lot of fruit plantation like apple trees?
Yeah, I saw it look like orchards.
Yeah, like peach plantation, plum, things like that.
What does gin mean?
Gin?
Yeah,
G-E-N?
yeah.
Let's see.
For Jin Shan Ling?
Gin, it means golden.
Ah, right, like the Jin dynasty.